In this video, I'm going to go over how news can affect the market, right? So today, we actually had CPI, which was at 8:30, which actually made a big impact on how the market moved today. Um, and it was prior to, New York opening. So, um, as a group, we didn't take a trade this morning. But what I want to show is basically how fast the market can move during the news, right? So right here we have US 30, and what you can see is kind of moving sideways for a good little bit. Made a decent little push up, pull back. But once 8:30 came around, this candle alone, that 5-minute candle alone did about 186 points, right? 186 points. And that's a lot of points within, a short period of time. And this kind of how it looked on the higher time frame, where it looked like it was actually going to break out, and then it couldn't, right? And so when it failed to break out, I still had my sell bias, and I was actually hoping for it to break back below here, retest, and then go lower. It broke back below, but it never gave us this retest one last time to go lower. And so we didn't take a trade on that, right? We look at Nas. I know had a similar situation in which we see the market shoot up again, have a gap. But this 5-minute candle also made a solid push up, giving about 114 points, right? Within 5 minutes. Really, if you think about it, it really did more than that if you include the gap. Um, and from there, we was also hoping we could get a break and retest, which it started to drop, but then it couldn't stay below. So then after that, we just called it a day. We didn't end up taking a trade. And so there's going to be days like that where there's red folder news, especially CPI news, where we just not going to enter trades because it's a lot of risk that comes into that. So we just ended up playing it safe this morning. But there are days where we do have red folder news. We would typically avoid the news um, and trade either before or after the news if we find something. But today, this wasn't one of those days. And so we just decided to avoid trading today. And so um, when it comes to news, not all red folder newses are going to be the same. Some are going to be a lot more high impactful. I only really care about the red folder news. Orange folders, the medium impact, don't really care for those. Yellow, don't really care for those. The only ones I really care about are the red folder news. Um, and so, like I said, some of those are a lot more impactful than others. And which you can kind of figure that out if you just get to back testing them. Some of them you can also determine which way the market is more likely to go based off of um, the actual compared to the forecast. Like I said, me in general, I typically don't like trading news, so I typically stay away from it. Um, Other than that, like I said, we didn't take any trades this morning. Tomorrow, we also got some more red folder news, but hopefully we can find some trades outside of this session. Um, Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.